Hello dear learners, வணக்கம். I am Dr. P. Paramadayalan. In this lecture, we will explore two key grammatical units. One is tag questions. Another one is conditional class. First, we will focus on tag questions. A tag question is a very short question added to the end of a statement. We use it to confirm information or to check if the listener agrees with us. Initially, we will look at some examples in English. Later, we will focus on Tamil examples. In English, the rule is if the statement is positive, the tag is negative. If the statement is negative, the tag is positive. Let us see a few examples for both the categories. First, let us see the examples for positive statement plus negative tag. You are a good boy, aren't you? You are coming to the shop, aren't you? Here, the speaker expects the answer to be yes. Now we will see a few examples for negative statement plus positive tag. You won't forget the money, will you? It is not raining, is it? Here the speaker expects the answer to be no. Now let us look at a few examples in Tamil in terms of tag questions. The most common tag questions in Tamil are invariant, which do not change based on the subject, tense or gender of the main class. Standard tag question is you are going, aren't you? In the tag part of the sentence, also subject, tense or gender are used, whereas in the below sentence, subject, tense or gender are not used. Without changing anything in the form is called invariant tag. You are going, right? In the tag, nothing is changed. Simply, we use the word right. In Tamil, the words ille, allava, thane are used in the tag question and it refers completely invariant tag. Though there are three invariant tags in Tamil, the term ille is widely used in spoken Tamil. Now let us look at some examples using the conversational tag ille. நீ நல்ல புள்ள இல்லே? You are a good child, isn't it? இது புஸ்தகம் இல்லே? This is a book, isn't it? அவன் ராமன் இல்லே? He is ராமன், isn't he? அவரு தமிழ் ஆசிரியரு இல்லே? She is a Tamil teacher, isn't she? Now let us look at some examples using the tag form allava. நீ நல்ல புள்ள அல்லவா? You are a good child, isn't it? இது புஸ்தகம் அல்லவா? This is a book, isn't it? அவன் ராமன் அல்லவா? He is ராமன், isn't he? அவரு தமிழ் ஆசிரியரு அல்லவா? She is a Tamil teacher, isn't she? Now let us look at some examples for the tag form தானே. நீ நல்ல புள்ள தானே? You are a good child, isn't it? இது புஸ்தகம் தானே? This is a book, isn't it? அவன் ராமன் தானே? He is a Raman, isn't he? அவர் தமிழாசிரியர் தானே? She is a Tamil teacher, isn't she? As previously noted, the tag ille is the predominant form in colloquial Tamil, while allava and thane are reserved for formal context or specific emphatic nuances. Now, let us look at some examples for negative statement plus positive tag. அவங்களுக்கு தெரியாது தானே? They don't know, do they? இது கஷ்டமில்லை தானே? This is not difficult, is it? சாப்பாடு காரமில்லை அப்படியா? The food is not spicy, is it? உனக்கு பிடிக்கலே அப்படியா? You didn't like it, did you? அவ போக மாட்டா அப்படியா? She won't go, will she? இன்னைக்கு விடுமுறை இல்லை அப்படிதானே? Today is not a holiday, is it? வேறு வழி இல்லை அப்படிதானே? There is no other way, is there? The examples illustrate the use of three distinct tag words தானே, அப்படியா and அப்படிதானே, each targeting a specific functional dimension of communication. While they all serve as a positive tags for negative statements, they differ in pragmatic weight. தானே seeks simple agreement based on the speaker's existing belief. அப்படியா functions as a recreationary probe to verify a fact, and அப்படிதானே acts as a logical validator to solidify a conclusion. Now, let us see the next grammatical category, conditional clause. Conditional clause is also known as if clause. It is used to express that the action in the main part of the sentence can only happen if the certain condition is met. The basic structure of the conditional clause in English is if clause plus main clause. For examples, if I explain well, you can understand easily. If you concentrate well, you will learn the language quickly. We will look at the structure of the conditional clause in Tamil now. Similar to English, Tamil conditional clause also includes if clause plus main clause. If clause consists of the followings: subject plus verb plus past tense plus conditional suffix are. Main clause consists of the followings: subject plus verb plus object. For example, நீ பயிற்சி செய்தா நீ போட்டியில் வெற்றி பெறுவே. If you practice, you will win in the competition. In the example, the underlined word பயிற்சி செய்தா denotes the conditional. It consists of verb plus past tense marker plus conditional suffix are. Let me segment the word to understand it clearly. பயிற்சி செய் plus it plus are. It becomes பயிற்சி செய்தா. Here, பயிற்சி செய் is verb root. It is past tense marker. Are is conditional suffix marker. Now, we will discuss all the types of conditional clauses. First, we will focus on type 1. Type 1, otherwise called as probable condition or factual condition. This condition is used to talk about things that are real and possible in the future. For examples, நீ கடினமாக படித்தா தேர்வில் தேர்ச்சி பெறுவே. If you study hard, you will pass the exam. அந்த கம்பியை தொட்டா உன்னை மின்சாரம் தாக்கும். If you touch that wire, you will get a shock. மழை பெய்ஞ்சா நான் வீட்டிலே இருப்பேன். If it rains, I will stay at home. நீ எனக்கு உதவினா நான் உனக்கு மதிய உணவு வாங்கி தருவேன். If you help me, I will buy you lunch. Now we will look at the type 2. Type 2, otherwise called as hypothetical condition or improbable condition, or we may say it imaginary condition. This conditional is used to talk about imaginary or impossible situations in the present or future. நான் ஒரு திரை நட்சத்திரமாக இருந்தால் ஏழை எளிய மக்களுக்கு உதவி செய்வேன். If I were a cine star, I would extend help to poor people. என்கிட்டே அதிக பணம் இருந்தால் நான் ஒரு தனி விமானத்தை வாங்குவேன். If I had a lot of money, I would buy a private jet. அவளுக்கு அவனுடைய நம்பரு தெரிஞ்சா அவனை அழைப்பா. If she knew his number, she would call him. நான் மற்ற விண்மீன் திரளுங்களுக்கு செல்வேன். If I were an alien, I would visit other galaxies. Now we will see the type 3. Type 3, otherwise called as impossible condition or unreal past condition. This conditional is used to talk about the past. It describes a situation that did not happen in the past. It often used to express regret or relief about how things turned out differently. நான் கடினமாக படித்து இருந்தால் தேர்வில் தேர்ச்சி பெற்று இருப்பேன். If I had studied harder, I would have passed the exam. எங்கள் அப்பா 1,00,000 ரூபாய் கொடுத்திருந்தா நான் ஒரு ஆப்பிள் ஃபோன் வாங்கியிருப்பேன். If my dad had given me 1 lakh, I would have bought an Apple phone. அவங்க எனக்கு ஓட்டு போட்டு இருந்தா நான் எம்எல்ஏவா ஆகியிருப்பேன். If they had voted me, I could have become an MLA. நீ நேத்து வந்திருந்தா அவனே பார்த்திருக்கலாம். If you had come yesterday, you could have seen him. Now we will see the negative conditional form. The negative conditional marker is ATA, which gives the negative meaning for the conditional class. For examples, நீங்கள் சொல்கிறத நான் கேட்காட்டா எனக்கு பணம் கொடுக்க மாட்டீங்க இல்லே. If I don't listen to what you say, you won't give me money, will you? In the above example, the underlined word கேட்காட்டா refers the negative conditional form. The structure of the negative conditional form is infinitive plus negative conditional marker ATA. Accordingly, கேட்க plus ATA becomes கேட்காட்டா, which means if don't listen. Let us see some more examples. நீ வராட்டா உனக்கு கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. If you don't come, they won't give it to you. நீ செய்யாட்டா அப்பா உன்னை தண்டிப்பாரு. If you don't do it, dad will punish you. நீ ஒழுங்கா சாப்பிடாட்டா உடம்பு ஒத்து உழைக்காது. If you don't eat properly, your body won't cooperate. Now we will review the key vocabulary from the lesson and analyze the structural formation of tag questions and if clauses at the sentence level. Thambi is a colloquial term that refers son. Kadaiki means to shop. Poganam means should go. Inga vada means come here. Thambi kadaiki poganum. Inga vada. Dear son, you need to go to the shop. Come here. Ippa means now. Yanakku means I. Vele means work. Irukkudu means have. Naan means I. Pogala means don't go or not going. Ippa எனக்கு வேலை இருக்குது. நான் போகல. I have work now. I am not going. நல்ல means good. பையன் means boy. இல்லை means isn't it or aren't you. வாடா means come. நல்ல பையன் இல்லை வாடா. You are a good boy, aren't you? Come on. இல்லை means no. நான் means I. வரலே means not come. இல்லை நான் வரலே. No, I am not coming. கடைக்கு means to shop. போனா means if go. உனக்கு to you. 50 ரூபா means 50 rupees. தரேன் means will give. கடைக்கு போனா உனக்கு 50 ரூபா தரேன். If you go to the shop, I will give you 50 rupees. கண்டிப்பா means definitely. தருவீங்களா means will you give. கண்டிப்பா தருவீங்களா will you definitely give it. நான் means I. சொல்றத means what I say. கேட்டா means if listen. கண்டிப்பா means definitely. தருவேன் means I will give. நான் சொல்றத கேட்டா நான் கண்டிப்பா தருவேன். If you listen to what I say, I will definitely give it. நீங்க means you. சொல்றத what you say. நான் means I. கேக்காட்டா if don't listen. எனக்கு to me. பணம் means money. கொடுக்க மாட்டீங்க means won't give. இல்லை means isn't it or aren't you. நீங்க சொல்றத நான் கேட்காட்டா எனக்கு பணம் கொடுக்க மாட்டீங்க இல்லே. If I don't listen to what you say, you won't give money. Will you? ஆமா means yes. சீக்கிரமா means fast. போடா means go. ஆமா சீக்கிரமா போடா. Yes, go fast. நான் means I. பறவை means bird. இருந்தா if to be. என்னால means I. வேகமா means fast. போக means to go. முடியும் means can or could. நான் பறவையா இருந்தா என்னால வேகமா போக முடியும். If I were a bird, I could go fast. வாய் பேசாதே. Stop talking. போ means go. காலையில this morning or in the morning. தாத்தாவுக்கு means to grandpa. மருந்து means medicine. கொடுக்க means to give. மறந்துட்டேன் means I forgot. வாய் பேசாதே. போ காலையில் தாத்தாவுக்கு மருந்து கொடுக்க மறந்துட்டேன். Stop talking and just go. I forgot to give grandpa his medicine this morning. என்கிட்டே with me. சொல்லியிருந்தா if told. நான் means I. ஞாபகப்படுத்தி இருப்பேன் would have reminded. என்கிட்டே சொல்லியிருந்தா நான் ஞாபகப்படுத்தி இருப்பேன். If you had told me, I would have reminded you. போடா means go away. ரொம்ப means too. படுத்தாத means stop bothering. போடா ரொம்ப படுத்தாத. Go away, stop bothering me. நான் போறேன். Okay, I am going. I trust that you have mastered these new vocabulary items and sentence structure, which will empower you to construct tag questions and conditional class with easy. While this concept can be tricky at first, sticking with them is the best way to truly strengthen your fluency and confidence. Now, let us see the conversation which goes between mother, which means Amma, and son, means Mahan. The topic of the lesson is Kadaikku Podal, which means going to shop. Amma, Thambi, கடைக்கு போகணும், இங்க வாடா. Dear son, you need to go to the shop, come here. மகன், இப்ப எனக்கு வேலை இருக்குது, நான் போகலே. I have work now, I am not going. அம்மா, நல்ல பையன் இல்லே, வாடா. You are a good boy, aren't you? Come on. மகன், இல்லே, நான் வரலே. No, I am not coming. அம்மா, கடைக்கு போனா உனக்கு 50 ரூபாய் தரேன். If you go to the shop, I will give you 50 rupees. மகன், கண்டிப்பா தருவீங்களா? Will you definitely give it? அம்மா, நான் சொல்றத கேட்டா நான் கண்டிப்பா தருவேன். If you listen to what I say, I will definitely give it. மகன், நீங்க சொல்றத நான் கேட்காட்டா எனக்கு பணம் கொடுக்க மாட்டீங்க இல்லே? If I don't listen to what you say, you won't give me money, will you? அம்மா, ஆமா, சீக்கிரமா போடா. Yes, go fast. மகன், நான் பறவையா இருந்தா என்னால வேகமா போக முடியும். If I were a bird, I could go fast. அம்மா, வாய் பேசாதே, போ. காலையில தாத்தாவுக்கு மருந்து கொடுக்க மறந்துட்டேன். Stop talking and just go. I forgot to give grandpa his medicine this morning. மகன், என்கிட்டே சொல்லியிருந்தா நான் ஞாபகப்படுத்தி இருப்பேன். If you had told me, I would have reminded you. அம்மா, போடா, ரொம்ப படுத்தாத. Go away, stop bothering me. மகன், நான் போறேன். Okay, I am going. I trust this discussion has provided the necessary foundation for you to engage more naturally in conversation and further refine your fluency. Now, let us focus on a few grammatical structures which are used in this lesson. Let us take into an account the word Thambi. The literal meaning of the word Thambi is brother. The contextual meaning of the word Thambi refers to the son. Both parents may use this term as an affectionate way to address their male child. Now, let us see the words Vada, Poda. Actually, these words are used to address a person in non-honorific way. These terms are used to a person who is in lower status, younger in age, or a very close friend. The words Vada and Poda are imperative verbs that carry significant grammatical and sociolinguistic weight. They are not just simple commands. They indicate the relationship between the speaker and the listener. The suffix ada is the informal masculine address marker. The female equivalent would be adi, resulting in vadi, podi. Now, let us focus on the word padutada. Initially, we will discuss how or in which context the word padutada is used in the lesson. Romba padutada, stop bothering me, or don't nag me, or don't traumatize me. In social context, the sentence enne padutada is frequently used to express mental exhaustion or irritation when someone is nagging, teasing, or stressing you out. It functions as a prohibitive command in casual conversation. The Tamil word paduttada is a versatile grammatical form derived from the verb root padu. To understand its function, we have a look at its morphology. It is the negative relative participle of the causative verb paduthu. Here is the detailed breakdown of its grammatical functions and usage. The word is constructed through several layers of suffixes. Padu is the root, which means to lie down or to experience. Paduthu is the causative form of padu, which means to make someone lie down or cause or inflict. Ada is negative participle suffix which indicates that which does not or without doing. In Tamil grammar, a relative participle is the verb form that functions like an adjective to modify a noun. Because paduttada is in the negative form, it describes a noun by what it is not doing. Tolla paduttada paiyan varan. The boy who does not cause trouble is coming. Enne கேவலப்படுத்தாத சமூகம் என் சிந்தனையை பலப்படுத்துச்சு. The society that did not shame me strengthened my thoughts. என் மனசை கஷ்டப்படுத்தாத மாணவங்க போகிறாங்க. The students who do not hurt my feelings are going. பொண்ணை சித்திரவதைப்படுத்தாத மாமியாரை போற்ற வேண்டும். A mother-in-law who does not torture her daughter-in-law must be cherished. Likewise, one can use the word paduttada as negative relative participle and construct many sentences depending upon the specific social context. Now, let us see a few examples for forming positive and negative form of conditional clauses. நீ or நீங்க வந்தா, if you come. நீ or நீங்க வராட்டா, if you don't come. நீ or நீங்க போனா, if you go. நீ or நீங்க போகாட்டா, if you don't go. நீ or நீங்க சொன்னா, if you tell. நீ or நீங்க சொல்லாட்டா, if you don't tell. நீ or நீங்க நடந்தா, if you walk. நீ or நீங்க நடக்காட்டா, if you don't walk. நீ or நீங்க தூங்குனா, if you sleep. நீ or நீங்க தூங்காட்டா, if you don't sleep. நீ or நீங்க கவனிச்சா, if you listen. நீ or நீங்க கவனிக்காட்டா, if you don't listen. நீ or நீங்க விளையாடினா, if you play. நீ or நீங்க விளையாடாட்டா, if you don't play. நீ or நீங்க படிச்சா, if you study. நீ or நீங்க படிக்காட்டா, if you don't study. Similarly, you can generate the conditional class for both the positive and the negative form. I trust this lesson has clarified how to use tags and conditionals in Tamil. Practice these structures in your daily conversation to build fluency. I am grateful for your sustained interest and the insightful attention you brought to today's lesson. Keep watching, keep learning, and keep practicing. Nandri, Vanakkam, and happy learning.